let's talk about your episode marketing plan. So we've already talked about your trailer marketing strategy and your first week of launch marketing strategy. So a lot of this is going to seem both familiar and it's actually going to be quite easy. But I'm going to give you a simple template borrowed from Mark Asquith. And this should essentially be the foundation on which you launch your episode and market it through the course of a week. So it goes very simply like the day before you launch your podcast, what you have to do is, so T-1, what you do is you take out snippets of your show and it's essentially going to be next on your podcast's title name and your episode title name and then the snippet. Or you can essentially have going live tomorrow and then just essentially have that small snippet. The main objective is to essentially create a little bit of excitement, create that top of mind recall, a little bit of urgency. And all you're doing is you're trying to tease people by putting out these 20-seconders, 30-seconders on the day before you launch your episode. Now, on the day that you launch your episode, what you need to do is the social channels that you would essentially looked at, plus the emails that you're sending out, plus the LinkedIn news letter that you have, all of these different channels that you're utilizing, you will drop your episode that has gone live on these platforms. And you need to essentially tell people what this episode is about, why they should be tuning in, something that was super exciting during the course of this episode. You can even add a really nice graphic alongside with it. And then make sure to add the link of your podcast listening platform of choice right there itself. You can potentially even add particular testimonial from somebody if that's possible, if you got somebody to listen to it the day before, or you can take one of the older testimonials of yours, which just talks about how nice your show is in general, and you can keep using them in different ones of these. And this is what you do on the day of your launch. All right. So you carpet bomb across all of these different channels and just have this one post that's going out. And then that's till day 2. And then from day 2 till day 7, it's extremely easy. All you need to do is create, snippets from the show, take out little chunks of the show, take out little segments of the show, create audiograms. And all we're doing is we're going to be recycling all of these as marketing material, and we're going to be posting it across, the channels that you've chosen. So if you've got 3 channels that you're utilizing, you should be posting on these 3 channels twice a day for the next 5 days. You may feel like this is a lot, but the amount of content that's on these platforms, they work on recency. So essentially that content will disappear rather fast. And the objective here is to remain as top of mind as possible. You put that snippet up, or you put that audiogram up. You'll say, this is a segment on XYZ. To listen to the entire episode, click on this following link. That's how you essentially will start to drive people into listening to your podcast. This is an extremely simple strategy for an episode launch, and it's a week-long strategy. And you can follow it week after week after week every time you launch your podcast. So even if you're launching up your podcast episode once every 2 weeks, you just follow this for the week after the launch of that particular episode. So there's a day, the T-1 day, in which you're teasing people. On the day of the launch, you're, shooting this out to everybody. And then for the remainder of the week, you're using excerpts in the format of audiograms, audio snippets, even quotations, and you're putting all of this out there across these social channels, the 3 social channels or the channels that you're choosing twice a day, and you're putting this out for people to essentially come back to the episode. So you're putting out the fact that this is one segment or a snippet from the particular show. If you wish to listen to the entire show, come back and listen to us here. And that's it. It's Extremely simple and extremely easy. And once you've done this 2-3 times over, it's going to start becoming muscle memory for you, and it'll almost seem second nature. The first couple of times it may feel a little overwhelming, but over time it'll not seem overwhelming at all for you, and you'll be able to A/B test this yourself and see what works for you and what doesn't. So I hope that helped, and super excited to actually see your show, and your new episodes coming out.